This episode of the Kintsugi podcast is brought to you by Pause, Breathe, Reflect, which can help you bring mindfulness to your everyday moments. Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Friday, my fellow like-hearted humans. On Fridays, I like to share a moment with you to pause, breathe, reflect before you slide into the weekend. I started my practice over 20 years ago when I was feeling completely overwhelmed. I knew I had to slow things down. So I started my practice. And I called it Pause, Breathe, Reflect. And the reflect element was essential because it created space for me to practice gratitude and set my intentions on what kind of ripple I wanted to ripple into the world. When I left the hospital, I continued my studies, discovered MBSR, and became a qualified teacher. And now, I love sharing the value of mindfulness with humans all around the world through the Kintsugi podcast and our app. So we can change our relationship with stress, sleep better, and bring mindfulness to our everyday moments. So mindfulness can be a way of living as opposed to some transactional thing we do during our morning routine. So if you're ready, let's do a short practice together. One of the things I believe in is that together we go far. And the importance of expressing gratitude for the people that we travel with. The people, as I would say, who are in our peloton. So for this week's Friday Pause, Breathe, Reflect meditation here on the Kintsugi podcast, we'll do a practice of gratitude for someone in our lives that has made a difference in our lives this week. So when you're ready, come into a comfortable posture. As I mentioned a few weeks ago, this can be any posture that feels right for you at this moment. This could be a walking or a movement meditation. You may be standing. You could be lying down, or you could be seated. You could be in your car. If you are moving or in your car driving, eyes open, please. For everyone else, you can close them. Or you can have a soft gaze that makes you feel a bit more comfortable. And we'll drop in. We'll begin, as we usually do, centering ourselves, grounding ourselves with a few healthy inhales and slow releasing exhales. The world's moving really quickly, so let's use this moment to slow things down and come into the present. Come into this moment. And as you continue with your healthy inhales and releasing exhales, you can invite the body to relax, perhaps softening those shoulders. Bring some ease to your forehead and some openness to the area around your neck and jaw. And you can even put on your best Mona Lisa smile as you offer gratitude to someone in your life. And when it feels natural to do so, come into the normal rhythm of the breath. Settling in. And now bringing to mind that person who's made a difference in your life this week. It might be a stranger or someone close to you in life. And visualize that they're with you in this practice. They might be seated across from you or next to you. You can pick up on their energy. You might notice their smile. Appreciating this connection. Appreciating how together you go far. And as the image of them becomes clearer in your mind, extend to them a note of gratitude. What about them are you grateful for? Maybe it's something specific that they did for you or with you this week. What about them makes you feel grateful? Visualize that you're sharing this with them now. And as you do, notice what you feel. Notice if there is a thought bubbling up in the mind. Notice your energy. All right. Nice job. When you feel ready to do so, open your eyes. You can wiggle those beautiful fingers and toes and even give yourself a little stretch. And to continue your practice of gratitude, the person that you are thinking of, you can offer them gratitude in real life, or IRL, as they say. You can pick up the phone or drop them a note or meet up with them and really make that type of kintsugi connection with them as you express gratitude. And between now and the next time we practice together, and I hope to see you at one of our live practices via our Pause, Breathe, Reflect app, like our Friday meditation of loving kindness that we do each week. Remember, when you meet a challenging moment, and they will come, slow it down, come back to your breath, and know that you've got this and we've got you. And together, we'll put a beautiful ripple into the world. I hope you enjoyed this moment to slow things down. And if you found it valuable, I hope you'll share it with a friend. You can find other practices like this one on our Pause, Breathe, Reflect app. And you can find the app wherever you happen to find apps. And you always have an open invitation to join one of our live practices throughout the week with other like-hearted humans. It's a space where everyone belongs, regardless of who you voted for, where you live, how much money you make, who you love, and if you pray. So I hope you'll join us. The only thing we ask is that you bring a loving heart to our space. On Tuesday, I'll share another inspiring story of connection with you on the Kintsugi podcast. Until then, have a meaningful weekend and ripple something worth rippling into the world.